Alright, so check it out, guys. Today I'm here at my house right now. We're about to take this drive to New York to buy a used STI, and I just want to give you a rundown on what to look for and to make sure you buy a good car. And I'm gonna pass it over to my buddy Gio.
Today I'm super excited because it's a 2011 STI. It's my favorite car since I was like, I don't know, a kid. Hopefully I get the car because I have a lot of future plans for the car. I got a lot of future videos I want to shoot in the car about mods and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys give me ideas on what to do to the car.
He wants to run an FIP engine. That's the goal with the car. He wants to, here at the shop, he wants to film everything. He wants a built motor, big turbo, and he wants all the jazz. So catch you there. All right, so we're in Philadelphia right now. We're picking up Henry. He's taking a little ride with us up there. So
let's go ahead and knock on the door.
Out.
There he is. What's up?
What's up, man? So good outside today. Where we headed to?
Headed to New York. Pick up a car.
For you?
Yeah. Say what's up to the viewers, man.
What's up, man?
Let's get it, guys.
We're gonna catch it back on the road. It's a beautiful day in Philly, right?
Hopefully everything goes like A1. We have to handle A1. That's it.
Shout out to Brat. We're in his hometown. Actually, my hometown too. So. You want to show him the lemon that we rented?
Yeah, right here. Lemon. Oh, not that lemon.
A real lemon. Here's the lemon that we rented. We rented one lemon to go pick up another lemon. All right, so we're in New York City. We're going across the Verrazano Bridge. We're like, how far are we from our destination? 20 minutes. About 20 minutes more we gotta go. So looking forward to seeing this lemon. I'm looking forward to bringing it home. So I'll catch it there.
You don't gotta do that.
Lemon. Down in New York, man.
This is back on beast.
New York is whack.
Getting excited?
Word.
Yeah, I mean, this is the white one, but you guys are interested in the gray one, so that's right here.
I have a GD that I built. So one of the things I normally check is if the steering rack is leaking. It's a common problem with these cars. It's hard to check in the middle of a driveway, but usually, like if you look under the car around this area, if you start seeing any spots on the street, then that's an indication that the steering rack is leaking. So I'm going to go down there and look right now. So yeah, it does have a steering rack leak. It's a common issue. There's like a seal where the shaft goes into the steering column. They leak a lot, so this car has that. It's a normal thing.
Easy fix though?
Yeah, it's pretty easy fix. It's also a red spot right here.
I can take that out.
Yeah, it's not big. Alright, so basically what we have here is there's a Mishimoto radiator. Mishimoto intercooler. The 3 ports kind of just zip tied and thrown around, just thrown in there. It does have the IAG competition air separator. It's pretty modified, which to me, like, it already tells me that the car has had a rough life when they're modified like this. And also, you see how this, I don't know if you can probably see this right here? Whenever you have a pigtail, there's aftermarket injectors in there. So I need a flashlight. Try to tell which injectors are in there. So the things to look for: leaky steering rack. If there is aftermarket injectors and any other aftermarket parts that are on the car. It looks like thousands. I can't really tell, but it looks like there's 1000cc injectors in there. The guy told me there's a stock map on it, which the car has thousands in it, so the fuel trims is not going to be correct because it's stock mapping for stock 565cc injectors, and these are thousands. So I'm most likely going to have to plug my laptop into the car and put I'll put a map on it just to drive it home. Oh, shit. Anybody has a anybody has like a, ask them for like a napkin or something. The oil smells like gas. That's like, well, that's because the car's running rich. Yeah, it smells like gas because it has a map for 565 injectors and it has 1000cc injectors in it, which is idle and rich, which is washing the cylinders, just washing the oil off the cylinders, and fuel is actually getting in the oil. That's why the fuel smells like gas. So another thing is, I want you to look at the rotors. It's been sitting, so a lot of times these rotors, you can run your finger through to see if you can feel like gouges and stuff in them. This one feels alright. It's rusted from sitting, but make sure the rotors are not all gouged up. Like if somebody ran it down metal on metal, like the pads, make sure they're not all gouged up also. I like to open up the oil cap while it's on to see if there's smoke coming out of there. This one's not. So a lot of times if there's a cracked ringland, you have exhaust gases going past the piston into the crankcase, and you will actually have smoke billowing out of there, out of the cap. Can they see the cap? So once now if you don't have any smoke coming out of there, then chances are you don't have a ringland problem, which is a common fault. So like if there was like a bearing issue or something with the motor, right around 3,000 RPM, you would hear it. You don't really hear anything. The motor sounds healthy. You don't even hear any piston slaps, so the motor's stock. Like a lot of times when people have built motors in them, you hear a lot of piston slaps, but the motor seems stock. It seems good so far. So the only thing that's a little iffy is this boost control side noise just hanging in there. So those are the main things. Just make sure there's no smoke coming out the oil cap. Make sure there's oil in there. Make sure the car's not heavily modified. If it is, like this car is with injectors and stuff, make sure it has a proper tune before you go ahead and drive it somewhere. I noticed the shifter bushings. You see how the shifter's just wobbling around? It needs shifter bushings. So that has to be corrected. Also, there's some wear and tear like on the interior. But we're waiting for them to put a license plate on the car, and I want to take it on a drive down the road just to make sure there's no grinds in between shifts. That way the trans is good, make sure there's no slipping on the clutch. I'm not gonna beat on it because it doesn't have a tune, so I might throw a base map on it just to get us back to New Jersey. Alright, so
Rotors are rubbing.
driving the car, the rotors are obviously gonna make noise. The car's been sitting over normal. A month. Yeah, the car's been sitting over a month.
About 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's no grinds on the trans and things like that. But other than that, she's running good. And this shifter bushes suck on here.
It's super short.
Yeah, it's freaking. They suck. The shifters has a lot of play. So far, so good. The trans seems seems smooth. Everything seems smooth with it. Engine seems healthy.
Yeah.
Brakes seem like shit because it's normal because they're rusted. Alright, so we've been driving the car for about an hour. There was a couple things I noticed that I forgot to touch up on the video, so I'm going to show you now. I looked underneath this car. I don't know if I said it, but this car has Killer Bee headers on it, the Holy headers. And one thing you should check for is to see if the motor was replaced or not. And if you look down in between there, where the transmission mates to the bell housing, you can probably see where somebody was jamming in like a screwdriver, and you can see where it's kind of damaged, and that's pure. That's like a prime indication that the motor is replaced or removed at some point.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So we are on our way back to Philly. We're actually about probably 10 minutes away from North right now, and we are just coming back from New York. We had a pretty successful day. Picked up the STI. STI is running incredibly well. Even on, I believe it doesn't have the correct base map on it, and it's still running real well, as Jesse says. But see what his opinion is on his new car.
I mean, I like the way it's running. Surprisingly, no checkered light or nothing, especially if it needs a cob tune. So on a stock base map, all this equipment, the engine runs solid, runs pretty good. I'm happy with it.
All Alright guys, so we made it back to his house. The car made it here safe. It drove really well. But I just touched on the things with buying a used Subaru. Most of the other stuff is obviously basic, like make sure the headlights work, signal lights and things like that. But there are things that you got to check on a Subaru, and that's what I wanted to cover in this video. And Jill seems really happy with the car. There's also going to be, we was already talking about doing an engine build and things like that. So keep an eye out for this car, getting this full build done at the shop. And make sure, I'll put a link to his channel in the description so you can watch his channel and watch, you know, his side of everything that's going on with this car. Don't forget to put on the push notifications. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. We really appreciate that. Keep up with our channel.